To the first 14 to 19 climbing handicap in the history of harness racing. We are scratched down to a field of 6. They are on gain. And they are off and pacing. Everyone leaving except for Spirit Shadow. Fritzy Pickup Man will throttle clear of Gibbs into the opening turn. Saulsbrook Deputy is out on the attack. Stellar BB rides up with the outside fourth. Rockin' Fantasy was first to back off of the early speedsters. He's now fifth, and Spirit Shadow was always content to track at the back as they make their way around the opening turn. The Deputy down the Sheriff at Saulsbrook Deputy. Past the opening quarter, 27 and 2. Stellar BB works up at the outside, so the favorites will be spotted 1-2 as Stellar BB will take over the top from Saulsbrook Deputy. Fritzy Pickup Man. They're in the third spot in front of Gibbs, who rides fourth. Rockin' Fantasy follows fifth. Spirit Shadows at the back. Braxton Boyd looks to tap on the brakes here. He's got the lead with Stellar BB. And he takes the field around the second turn. Nice pocket trip for Saulsbrook Deputy. He rides just off the pacemaker. The half is up in 56 into 29 seconds. Bit of a breather in the second quarter. Gibbs underway to the outside of third for Chindato. Fritzy Pickup Man pinned down to fourth. Simons rides up second over with Rockin' Fantasy. Spirit Shadow swings wide from the back, but he's still 6 off the top. It's Stellar BB maintaining a 2-length advantage from Saulsbrook Deputy. Gibbs still grinding, but not gaining. Up at the outside of third. Rockin' Fantasy follows fourth. 3/4 up, 124 and 2. 28 seconds in that third split. It's a Stellar BB, but now Gibbs gaining interest as Gibbs moves up at the outside. He toes up Rockin' Fantasy. Perfectly on the outside. Saulsbrook Deputy picked off at this point. They cut the quarter with an 1/8 pace. Stellar BB's under heavy pressure from Gibbs. Saulsbrook Deputy looks to thread through late as they reach mid-stretch. Stellar BB hasn't given up just yet. Saulsbrook Deputy moving up late. Stellar BB or Saulsbrook Deputy down to the finish. Stellar BB or Saulsbrook Deputy. It was Saulsbrook Deputy in the last step to win it from Stellar BB. Gibbs finished third. Spirit Shadow was fourth. 152 and 4. Five, 6, 1 in the 10th. Again, it's 5, 6, 1 in race 10. Fans, we do appreciate your support in the late pick 4. Better than a 43,000 wagered into your 12% takeout pick 4. Returning track side after getting up right at the light. This is the Saulsbrook Deputy. Joe Pavia Jr., the trainer, Dave Ingraham. Perfect trip here tonight. Parlay to the win aboard Saulsbrook Deputy. He's owned by John Whittick, Pennsylvania. Jeffrey Hess of Florida. Michael Rich of Florida. Lauren Shipperine of Florida. Saulsbrook Deputy, a 7-year-old gelded son of Western Paradise from the Cam's Car Chart Mare race.